Hey everyone, welcome to Sonia Studios. I wanted to send a little reminder to everyone. The winter courses are starting this week, so if you haven't signed up yet, you can visit soniachoa.com and you will find all the information there. For the Watch Your Step course, we are going to be working on the lower half of the body. We are going to be working on the stepping patterns that you may typically see in the Rux Sharky genre. But of course, a lot of these stepping patterns can be applied to other dance forms. We are also going to focus on strengthening and working on flexibility and control and alignment. So a lot of these exercises that we do at the beginning of class are going to be very important and beneficial, not only for this class, but for any other dance form that you practice. So I do want to point out that you're going to need a theraband, okay? A light resistance theraband is good enough. You don't need to get a heavy resistance. This is simply to activate the muscles in the feet and work a little bit with the articulations. And you can find your theraband at any sporting goods store and pick up a light resistance band there. Okay, so we have the foot stepping into the middle of the band. Now make sure that your toes are not too far down or too far up near the edges of the band. So you want to make sure that you're right in the middle so that your toes and the ball of the foot are being secured into the band. And you want to give yourself just enough resistance, so try not to pull too hard, but then don't let the band be loose either. So you want to have some resistance there. And I'm just going to share one of the first exercises that we will be doing every day in class. So we're going to start with pressing through the ball of the foot. Now this means that you're just stretching at the ankle, so flexing and stretching, and just working slowly in a controlled manner, making sure that you're not rushing through, making sure that you're breathing. Okay, so allow your toes to just relax. You're not fully pointing all the way through the toes. You're just allowing the toes to bend as you push through the ball of the foot. So your toes are pulled back a little bit. All right. And we're going to flex and point, flex and point. Again, making sure that you have a nice alignment between the toes and the knees. So if your toes are pointing out or inward, make sure that you have a nice straight line from the knee to, say, like the second toe. All right. So you have a full stretch pushing through the ball of the foot. From here, I want you to make sure that you feel your toes really wide and spread out. Okay, so try not to squeeze them together. Feel the toes nice and wide. And as you're pushing through the toes, feel that they are long and they're pointing straight ahead and not curling under. So you're not trying to crunch the toes underneath. And just feel the full length of the foot all the way through to the toes, okay? And then release the toes only and then flex the ankle. So we're going to repeat this about maybe 10 repetitions, and then we're going to take a pause and feel a good stretch in between those exercises. So this is just an example of something that we're going to do at the beginning of every class. Of course, there will be other exercises, but this is just to give you an idea of what you're going to need for class. You will also need a tennis ball. So if you have an exercise ball or like a soft squishy ball, just some kind of ball that you could place right underneath your foot. We're going to be rolling out the foot a little bit, rolling through the ankles. And that is all you will need. Maybe a chair if you want to sit on a chair. You don't have to. floor is fine. But I look forward to seeing everyone this Thursday at 6 p.m. or via the recording. The recordings are delivered more or less about 3 days after the class has occurred, so we can take some time to edit and clean up the videos a bit for you. So I look forward to seeing you, and thank you so much for joining me at Sonia Studios.